Yo, yo. Expedited. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. So, did you guys survive today? Good, good, good. One win, one loss. I didn't like how the market was moving today. I'm not going to lie. Like, we had a massive expansion overnight that led to New York consolidating. It was hard to really grasp what the market wanted to do today. Like, I had this 4-hour gap marked off on NQ right here. And I wanted to see 10 o'clock open higher into the gap to then go short. But we didn't end up getting that. Oh, yeah. Of course. I was going to take this, though. I was going to take this 5-minute breaker here on NQ, but I stopped it because of how we were trading prior to the confirmation. I was not a fan of any of this shit here. Typically, my best trades will have an IFEG aligned with the breaker, and we didn't have that. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. But slow day to say the least. I wouldn't say difficult. It was definitely difficult if you were trading like the 1 minute time frame. But that's why I stay away from it. If I don't have any displacement, at least on a minimum of 5-minute time frame, I'll stay away. But New York consolidation after Asia and London expand. Shit. And I do think that Monday is the high of the week. I think that Monday sets the high of the week here. And I think that we trade lower following. Increase your risk. I think you should increase your risk. I think as long as we have, like, I want price to slow down today, and then I want tomorrow's daily candle to retrace into these 4-hour gaps. Like, I want to frame shorts from any of these key levels here. That's what I want. I want price to reach up into here, and then I want to short down to here. And I want this high to stay protected. That's what I want. Protected high, 4-hour key levels, short from there. Oh, I'm going to the gym today. I skipped yesterday. Gym at 12. Actually, I think I can. I think I have to go to the gym later. I have to wait until after 1. Am I looking at short now? No. I'm not doing anything today. No trades. Let's go, bro. I didn't take any trades today. I didn't do anything because of how shitty price action was post open. This stuff was no value to me. Even the hourly time frame, look at how tight we are in the hourly. This is not it. This type of price action will kill a lower time frame trader when they're out of sync with the intermediates. I have no opinion on gold right now. I'm looking at that 4-hour internal range liquidity pool here. The fuck was that on my ring? Yo. I caught the gold longs. I caught the gold longs here at the new because I swung gold calls over the weekend, and I sold them up here. I did not catch the gold shorts though. What are you talking about, bro? I mark every fair value gap. I just make sure that I'm only using the ones that are noted with SMT. The fair value gaps that matter are the ones that have SMT for me. Okay. Those are the ones that matter. I didn't take any trades, bro. I took no trades. Guys, I took nothing. Holy shit. My view for the rest of the week would have to be short biased on indices. I'm anticipating Monday being the high of the week. I want this to be the high of the week because we have an SMT between previous daily high, between Friday and Monday's high. I want us to finally start trending lower, taking out daily lows, and just having a bearish trend, because we've literally been experiencing the worst price action I've ever seen on indices in the longest time. I want them to pierce this low out. This low also is a 3-month bullish fair value gap. I want to see price come into there. These relative equal lows I really, really want. I would like to see if we're going to trade lower, that these 4-hour bearish gaps are aligned with this up close candle. Opening price will be a daily bearish order block. So I want to see price trade into this and then trade lower. That is aligned with the 4-hour gaps. I didn't take any trades today, bro. What keyboard do I use? I forget what it's called, but here, let me look on the bottom. Here, can you see it? It's got that. It's really heavy, dude. It's heavy as shit. It's a Rainy 75. Here, let me take a picture of the back, and then I'll show you. This is what it says on the back, but it's super nice. It is a brick, though. This is what it says. By Wobkey. I don't know if it's a gaming one. I don't think it is. It's just a regular keyboard, but it sounds like so crisp, though. Like the typing sounds so nice. I think it was like $120, something like that. 150. Sherigan eyes behind you. What's that? Where Sherigan eyes? What's that? How do you avoid FOMO? Well, you avoid FOMO based off of I honestly just compare it because of just making sure that whenever you come into a trading day, you are creating a trading plan and you're following the trading plan and are very strict with that. If you're coming into a day and you don't really know what you're looking for and you're kind of all over the place in regards to bias, in regards to narrative framework, like if price does this, then I will do that. If you don't come into a day with that sort of idea, then you will get FOMO because you don't really know what to do. Like you don't really have any ideas of what price you're going to do for the day. This is a duffel bag. You guys know TJR's brand Kiltech? This is the duffel bag from the brand. Pretty tough. Pretty tough. Zen, bro. Zennies. Zenny Chez. It's funny, dude. I ordered a sweatshirt. I ordered the sweatshirt instead of the bag, and they sent me the bag instead of the sweatshirt. What package is this coming? Oh, 6 milligram. 6 milligram. Six milligrams innies. How many trades do you take in a week on average? It's between like 2 and 4. Between 2 and 4 trades. Like last week, I took 3. I think the week before that, I only took like 2. It's typically between 2 and 4. But I would say really like 3. A majority of my trades will always be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't really take trades. I took a trade yesterday on my YouTube live. I took I had a break even long on NQ, and then I didn't take anything today. I never trade London. Never trade London. I'll sometimes trade Asia. Rarely, but sometimes. What do you think of the 3-month? That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at that 3-month fair value gap down here. I want to get puts, actually. I got to go on Webull. Like, let's see what I can get next Friday puts for. Like, if I go QQQ, the daily lows, those daily lows are... Yeah, these are different. Like, I would want like 590s. 590 puts for 590s for, let's say, the 11th. Yeah, 590s for the 11th. Am I swing confirmation long right now? No, I'm not long right now. I personally think that the daily range is capped off, and I don't really believe that price is. I think this move higher is just a retracement into a 4-hour key level. That's my opinion. I think we're going to reach into that 4-hour gap. Or the 4-hour gap above higher, whatever it might be. And then price will give us something from there. I mean, you really don't, Sharon, you kind of don't really know what's going to happen after that gap tag. Like, if we get into this gap, we have no idea if we're going to be bullish or if we're going to straight up fucking trade right through it. We don't know. We have to wait for the reaction based off of it. And AKA, we would need like a daily change in the same delivery. You can't just automatically jump to the assumption if price tags a gap, it's going to flip bullish. We have to wait for the reaction and see if it is proper from there. I can't just flip and create a bias when I don't have I can't see what happens yet. You know? Once I see that reaction, then yeah, sure. We'll see what happens next. But we need to be patiently waiting for everything to be good. Once we get that, we're good to go. I just want some clean higher time frame bearish sentiment. I don't want price to rerun and start fucking trading higher again after running lows. I'm getting so sick of this like range that we've been in for the longest time. When price give entry, you enter from this 4 hour? No. Maybe in Asia. But I always want to wait for New York. I'm not going to take a trade today. I already said that I'm done for the day. Already done for the day, my friend. What's up? What's up? God damn it, Bitcoin, you fuck. You probably, I mean, from the 15-minute breaker, bro, it was just too low in the range. And on top of that, there wasn't enough displacement on like the intermediate term time frames for us to give an idea for the shorts. Like it just wasn't good enough, in my opinion. Based off of how Asia and London traded, it really wasn't a good enough short for me. Asia, London expansion, New York consolidated. Genuinely just wasn't good enough for a trade. I even said during the live this morning that even if we got the breaker or the 15-minute or the 5-minute breaker tag, I still wasn't going to take the trade because I didn't like how price was trading. Uh, Yeah, do I see gold? Dude, gold's going crazy. No SMT, though, on the daily. Once we get an SMT on the daily or the weekly, I'll go in. February was actually really good. I thought February was really good. We had a great closure to last week's trading. We caught 3 trades, 2 wins, 1 loss. Closed off the month very strong. It was definitely difficult to navigate the daily consolidation, but even though like we still had like this kind of chopped price action, we were still able to capitalize on great price action moves. Our jobs as traders are just to adjust to current price conditions and then just be patient enough to wait for the proper days for execution. Even when price stays in a range, that doesn't mean that you can't catch those moves within the range. You just need to be able to adjust based off of how market is delivering. Don't complain and just try and stay as locked in and dialed to your current methodology as to how you trade. Nothing changed about my strategy whatsoever through the entire month of February. Stayed the same sort of way, executed the same sort of process, and finished with good results. Futures is better than forex. That's why I've been trading futures for like almost 2 years now. I don't trade foreign currencies anymore. Foreign currencies are off of my agenda. They are no longer a part of my hit list. Yeah, so my risk parameters will always be between 250 per trade, 200 to 250 per trade across my 50K accounts. And I'm looking to get a 1 to 2 risk to reward from that. So I'm looking to net roughly $500 per trade. That is always my goal. Futures just deliver better. And I only need to focus on like 9:30 is a key time, even when there's no news. 9:30 is a key time on every single day of the week. It's pretty simple. It's easy. It's easy pickings. It is easy pickings. Easy pickings. Is that PAC the way of the mark? No, this is yesterday. Overnight when we had the closure at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock set the high. 2 o'clock set the high. And then we dumped from there. That's a daily SMT, yeah, between Friday and Monday's high. Any psychology tip? Find a system, replicate the system, and only execute it while keeping yourself within daily and weekly limitations. Daily limitations being 2 losses max in a day, 4 losses max in a week, and make sure you're journaling every single possible trade that you take. Week by week, month over month, make sure you're reviewing everything that you do. Take in the stuff that you're doing proper, the wins, replicate them, and then the stuff that you figure out that you're doing wrong, slowly but surely eliminate those bad habits. Everything that comes from psychology is a personal journey. I can't really give you, like, I can give you psychology tips that help me, but all in all, it's going to be based off of your own experience and your own confidence levels that you're going to be gaining eventually. That's all I have to say in that regard. Psychology is a personal journey that you need to go on yourself, that you will eventually gain confidence through consistency of execution of your process. I hope that made sense. think we just tagged the 4-hour gap. All right, there's that 4-hour gap. How's life going? Life is going very well, my friend. Life is going good. Life is going good. What practical techniques help keep the mind calm? Well, let's say that like if you're in trades or you're actively seeking trades, what helps something that calms the mind is trying to put yourself in a situation where you have something outside of trading that can occupy your time. Like whenever I'm in a trade or like whenever I used to be in trades when I didn't actually have like a obligation like streaming for you guys or something like that, I would set and forget my positions by like I would execute and then I would walk away and leave the charts and go to the gym. And then I would set my alerts at my take profit points or my stop loss. And it's either I would get a win or a loss, no in between. That's how I would always manage my positions because I would feel like whenever I would take trades, it would feel like there was a very like heavy weight on my shoulder whenever I would do such a thing. I feel like I would be tweaking out. Oh my God. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I try and get between 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night, Monday through Friday. I try and prioritize my sleep to the best of the ability that I can. Advice for the gym, just make sure you're cutting out. I would say prioritize your diet. Your diet is the most important aspect of everything. If your diet's not good, it won't replicate to the results that you're looking for. Cut out as much sugar as possible. Don't eat processed food, like no bagged chips, like fucking anything processed is horrible for you. Try and eat lean, um, organic foods. Um, and on top of that, figure out your well, if you don't really have access to doing this, figure out your maintenance calories as to how much food you need to be eating in a day to maintain your weight. And if you want to get lean, then reduce that calorie intake between 200 to 300 calories, and at the same time eating the same amounts of grams of protein per pound of body weight. You'll be able to get lean while also getting stronger at the same time. I would not start a carnivore diet. I think that carnivore diet is not ideal because carbs give you energy. And if you start a carnivore diet and you completely eliminate carbs, you will be very, very tired and your energy will lack. I would also start taking daily supplements like fish oil, daily multivitamin, vitamin D, K2. I take uh I take those in the morning, and then I also take these are called perfect aminos. They are by Body Health, and I take 5 of them, and it's equivalent to 30 grams of protein. It's like incorporated with whey, meat, poultry, fish, eggs, but I take those as well. Before I go to sleep, I take magnesium, potassium caps with ashwagandha. That is also very well ashwagandha to lower my cortisol, but don't take that consistently. Take that like cycle that off 3 months on, 3 months off, stuff like that. That's probably your best bet, but have a clean, healthy diet when you work out. Also throw in 10,000 steps a day. Make sure you're moving, you're active. 10K steps a day should be a minimum goal for you guys. I think that is a very, very solid goal. Just another thing that will help you also stay lean. Whenever you finish a meal, try and go out for a little walk, or like walk a little bit, because walking after eating will always help your digestive system. So you'll be able to digest food better. And when weight training, lift and go till failure on your sets. Don't half-ass your lifts. Like, make sure you're actually training to train and build up a good fucking sweat. And on top of that, do a gallon of water. Try and get a gallon of water a day. I don't know what soya chunk is. Yeah, your last reps should always look like your last rep of all of your sets should look like you're taking a shit. That's what I always say. It should look like you're dying. Last reps should look like you are in agony. Yeah. Make sure you're lifting with proper form, like none of that fucking ego weightlifting bullshit. Yeah. You should be making a face that nobody wants to see on that last rep. I always say that. All right, let's see. Pull up the YouTube chat. Let's think of a word for this giveaway that we could do together. And make sure to be a part of the giveaway today, guys. Make sure you're liking the stream so that you can be active to enter. How to find which asset is weaker or stronger? Well, the asset that makes the higher high will obviously be a stronger one, or the asset makes the higher low, stronger one. Asset that makes the lower high, weaker one. Asset that makes the lower low, weaker one. 5'11", 64 kg. 64 kg is what? That's like 130 pounds. So you should be putting yourself in a calorie surplus and probably eating. You should probably be eating at least 150 grams of protein a day. At least 150 grams of protein per day. Yeah. What is the metric is 64 times 2.2? Yeah. 140. Yeah. I'll probably get between, I would probably go 150 grams of protein per day while looking to eat at least 2,500. If you're looking to put on some weight, 2,500 to 2,750 2,750 calories per day. But just make sure you're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A lot of people skip out breakfast and like intermediate fast. I think that's stupid. Breakfast is like the best meal of the day. Like, no. Eat breakfast. Eat a good breakfast. See, by me right now in like New York, it's not, I don't have sunlight, so I take vitamin D pills to supplement that. If you want to lose weight, then you just track your you find your maintenance calories, and then you figure out once you figure out your maintenance calories, that you will drop off that total calorie intake by 200 to 300 calories per total. So like, let's say if your maintenance is like 2,750, you would want to eat like 2,500. And then on top of that, make sure you're not eating, like, don't eat, like, I would say like an hour or two before bed. Don't eat an hour or two before bed. That's like, you should not be doing that. Damn, chill on the boy Gideon, yo. D3 and K2 will help with the convert. Yeah, there you go. Tevin said it perfectly. All right, guys, let's do this giveaway. All right, I'm going to say the word in the next, let's say, 20 seconds. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I try my best to stay in shape and disciplined. I care a lot about my health. All right, it's 2 words. And the words are chest day, because I have chest today. Chest day. Got it. All right. So Vadival, JSH, and then short X ZN 8 IP. Right underneath there. The orange. Those 2 people right there. Those are the first 2 that said the winner, said the words. Chest day. So those 2 people, do me a favor, open up a ticket in the Blue Guardians Futures Discord. You will get taken care of and handled and issued your accounts properly. But outside of that, pay attention to these 4-hour key levels. I'm looking to see if price can go short from here. And if we can get lower prices from this point. I want to see these 4-hour bearish for value gaps be respected. And I want to see these key levels be our framework for lower prices moving forward throughout the week. I don't want to see Monday's high go. I want this to be protected. But anyways, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Be safe. I will be live trading on YouTube tomorrow on my YouTube channel, and then I will be back again on Blue Guardians futures from 11 to 12 again. So I'll be live on YouTube for literally the entirety of the New York AM session tomorrow. But anyways, take care, y'all. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Good luck in trading, and I'll see you guys tomorrow's stream like always. Deuces, everybody.